And Doug McCurry has left the building.
He's so sweet. Someone just texted and said, I've known him since I was a small child. He's great.
He's everywhere, nursing homes and everything. So, John, you got something to look forward to, man.
I do. I'm looking forward to it. I sure am.
Yeah, Johnny Lee, we'll talk with John just a second. Roy, 10% off every Wednesday, 30% off this coming Monday, first Monday of the month. Herbs and more, you brought half a shelf up here this morning.
There you go.
I did. I was got talking about the systems of the human body. You know, one of the things that we've been able to figure out over the years is, you know, you got all these different systems. You got the cardiovascular system. Did you know that's a whole different set of cells than your skeletal system? Whole different set of needs. They need different nutrients for different systems. You got your muscular system, whole different set of cells. You got your mental system, the brain, whole different group of cells. And what we realized over the years is every different group of cells has specific nutritional needs. So what we've been able to do over the years is make it simple so that you can understand what it is you need for which system of your body happens to be breaking down. For instance, if your skeletal system's breaking down, you've been diagnosed with osteoporosis, guess what? You need to support bone health. You know what we did? We didn't do it like the medical profession does it in the pharmaceutical industry. They tell you got to have Boniva or Fossil Max or these crazy names, and you go, what in the thunder is that? You know why they do that? To keep you confused, so you got to keep going to them to know what you need. You know what we did? We call ours Ultra Bone Health. Guess what that's for? It's not rocket science. Let's say your joints are wearing out, the cartilage is wearing out, you're getting bone on bone. Every time you squat, it grinds. Jamie can tell you about that. Listen, we named the product Ultra Joint Health.
Why don't you name it Squat Free?
Squat free.
And of course, if you've got cardiovascular,
I get credit for that name.
Yeah, that's great. Squat free.
We'll copyright that one. But if your cardiovascular system's breaking down and you're starting to get blockages, heart, guess what that's for? It's for your cardiovascular system. We want everybody to be able to understand exactly what it is they need to take. Now, let me tell you what separates Herbs and More and NHC Herb Shop from all the others in the country. You got to listen to this. We're going to take the time to sit down with you and look at your doctor's diagnosis and select which supplements are best for you based on your body's needs. We know what we're talking about. We've got the books, we've got the science, there's no guesswork left, and if you really want to get technical, we can do the electrodermal test, which will map out everything from your nutritional deficiencies to what viruses or bacteria, germs, or pathogens you got in the body, all the way to exactly which supplements you got to take so your body can heal itself. And that's the secret, is the body can heal itself.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
When they do that, what do they say about what their doctor told them to do? Most of your customers, do they want to take this, what you gave, get their doctor's approval, or most of them saying, okay, I'm going to try this?
That's a great question. You know, the thing I always ask them when they ask me, well, Roy, I'm on all these medications, can I take this too? And I look at them and say, can you eat?
I know how to do that.
Can you eat? Because this is food. It's just the
so it's
things.
nutrients.
It's nutrients. It's what's not in the food supply anymore, because our food supply is so devoid of actual nutrients anymore that you don't really have a choice but supplement. And I know people say, well, I raise my own food. Well, tell me, if the minerals are not in the soil, it's not in the plant. You've got to supplement today. That is, if you want to live to your genetic potential. I'm going for 121 without disease. Hang around and see if I make it.
Well, I don't know if I'll be hanging out with you then or not, Roy, but so basically, like you just said, this are nutrients. It's not medication.
It's not medication. Don't interfere with any medication at all.
All right, hang on there. 10% off at Herbs and More each and every Wednesday, when they're up here on the program, mention anything about the show, and then on Monday, the first Monday of the month, 30% off all products but
you know, the networking products.
Network products.
All nutritional.
All right, John, let's switch gears a little bit. I'm just sick of myself, John.
Oh, my goodness, that happens.
Not a whole lot, but I mean, that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, I understand.
I've never seen you sick.
I just made that up because it just sounded
No,
good.
it's just
I hear
not
John
even-
was preaching about that.
I sure was. I was. In other words, who's your master? Is what we were talking about the other day, and I was telling the church about a story about a young man who came to a professor and said, "I'm sick of rebelling. I'm I'm sick of this. As a matter of fact, I'm just sick of myself. And the whole basis of the message was that all of us have to choose our master. In the book of Joshua, it said, choose you this day whom you're going to serve, but as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. And it's all about your master.
Why is it, John, I seek approval of others all the time?
Yeah, okay.
Because
Not really, but
no,
I mean, that's what you were talking about, too. I just put that in there because, I do.
well, and again, what Jamie's talking about is what is our master? Who is our master? And sometimes we've all got a master, and the master is either going to be the Lord or the master is going to be ourselves, or what Jamie's talking about. It could be my wife's going to be my master, my husband's going to be my master, or other people are going to be my master. And there's some of us that we live to please other people. And the problem is you can
need
never
to listen more.
Listen, I'm about sick of all these people around me that I'm having to please, John. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you got to watch out. That's right. But and you can't please them all, and you can't please them. And
want. Need.
And the fact of the matter is,
drop me.
Feelings are good, John. That's what I got written here. Feelings are good.
Feelings are good. Feelings are good if they're kept under control. And God's the one who gave us feelings. Why do we have feelings?
It feels good to do it, John.
It feels good to do it.
You said that, I wrote it down.
I wrote it down. I did write it down.
I didn't even wear my reading glasses Sunday because I could see with my bionic eye.
And it felt good to be able to see with your bionic eye, didn't it?
Bionic eye.
But the truth of Jamie is, we all have feelings, and feelings can be sad, glad, happy, mad, different, and God's the one who gave them to us. And the problem is that our feelings, we don't need to let our feelings dictate our lives, but at the same time, when we're doing what we're supposed to do, and we're following the way we're supposed to follow, generally, we're going to have pretty good feelings. And feelings of wanting to praise the Lord, feelings of wanting to live for Him, and also feelings of loving other people the way we're supposed to love other people.
But now we're talking about this feelings. It feels good to do it, and Roy can certainly relate to this. But you talk about people rebellion, 60s, 70s.
Yes, that's where I was coming from.
Yeah, people are rebelling against everything. Got to do it their way.
Well, and that is so true. I was talking about, unfortunately, and I grew up in the 60s. Gloria, you weren't even around in the 60s, but I was...
You were too young to be rebelling back then.
No, not me so much, because I was in the 8th grade in 1968. in 1968. But I grew up in the 60s and in the 70s as when I grew up. But unfortunately, this nation, I believe it's a scar, and I grew up then. It was a scar on our nation and our psyche because we grew up with such a rebellious attitude in the 60s, and everything was tune in, turn on, drop out, and all that kind of stuff, and rebel against everything. Policemen became pigs, and all that kind of nonsense that people went through back in those days. And unfortunately, I've talked about the greatest rebel that there is Satan himself. He's the one who sponsors rebellion. And again, now sometimes rebellion is necessary in this world and in politics and things such as that. But a rebellious heart toward the things of God, that's always sponsored by the devil himself, the great rebel. And unfortunately, a lot of us fall in that trap.
You said something here. You said the devil will lead us where we don't want to go. Married her once.
I was not referring to a human being. I was not referring to.
He will take away our toys.
Well, the master, and I think the most incredible thing about what we were talking about the other day is, again, you and I have a master, whether we know it or not. And if you think you are your own master, you're not. Because that's where the devil gets you. When you believe you're in control, that's my life, it's my right, I'm going to run my show. It isn't your show, your life. When we feel that way, I'm the master of my... When we have that attitude, the truth of the matter is the devil's the master, and he's taking us right where he wants us to go rather than letting the Lord be the master of our life.
All right.
Yes.
After you said we'll take away our toys, this is what I wrote down, and I think you said this. Answer here. Do we really do our own thing?
Well, the truth of the matter is, no, we don't. We either do God's thing or the devil's thing. And what I'm trying to say, and everybody's saying, do your thing, baby, just do your thing. And I understand that. We're talented in different ways. Roy's built a great business, and that's because of a passion and a heart that he's got. Doing your thing, God-given and God-ordained, is a wonderful thing. But man, I'm telling you, if it's just like, hey, I'm going to do my thing, baby. Well, if it's a do your thing that's outside of the will of God, you're not doing your thing. You're doing exactly what the devil wants us to do, which is to rebel against God. Who is our master? And that's what it's all about. We all have a master.
Your memory's still good?
Memory's pretty good.
Good, because I'm going back to last week.
Okay.
We missed you last week.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Roy, you tell some of this. Yeah. Many of us ruin our todays because we make ourselves, and I'm one of these, make ourselves miserable thinking about tomorrow.
Boy, I tell you what.
You are the world's worst at that.
Maybe I was talking about you.
It does happen. It does. How many, again, let me just speak. Some of you right now today, you could actually have a wonderful today. Today could be a great, great day, but we're sick thinking about what's going to happen next week.
Because I knew what happened yesterday.
Well, exactly. that we do know those things, but we're anticipating what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but a lot of us are absolutely sick worrying about tomorrow. I mean, and it is a hard time. I mean, and the truth of the matter is, we're talking about sequestration and all the worries that are going on out there.
Thanks for bringing that up, John.
Yeah. It's
trying to get to a happy show.
It's a tough time. It's a tough time out there. But the problem is,
how's that going to hurt tithing?
Well,
because a lot of those people at our church are certainly involved in it, I would think, aren't they?
Everybody in North Alabama is involved with that.
You have to pick and choose your
What's going to happen on that deal, Roy, you think?
Oh, no, I like what Benjamin Carson said. He said, God settles for 10%. Why can't the government?
Was that not just some awesome, simple wisdom?
Yeah.
You know, and he said, hey, if you make $10, you give $1. If you make $1 billion, you give $100 million or whatever it is. And then, you know, it's
solve it all and it'd be fair.
Exactly. There's nowhere in the Bible that says, you know, if you make this, you got to give half of everything you got. It just doesn't say that. It's good wisdom.
All right, Roy, 10% off your place every Wednesday, 30% off on Monday. Get you some good nutrients. People need to take this stuff. You're going to live to be 120, right?
I'm going for it.
You won't know many of us.
I don't think I'll like it.
Y'all take what I teach you. I mean, you might hang in there with me. Listen, I'm not talking about living to 120. I'm talking about living to 120 with good health.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Gloria will still be around.
I think I'm going to become a male nurse. Yeah, you know.
There you go. That'll help.
All right, Johnny, anything else you enjoying ice skating and all that on the weekends now?
You know, I just love that bowling, ice skate. No, I'm just kidding. It's all good.
Have you seen the new promos they've done for bowling? They use the slow motion and the music, and it's making it just, you know, you think, man, what are we watching?
Yeah.
Bowling.
Now, let me tell you this. Bowling's an awesome sport. I'm just not too good at watching it.
Yeah, it's just, well, you know, spring practice comes here up in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's always good.
What about Nick Saban offering that scholarship to that eighth grader?
Now, nothing surprises you.
Well, the funny thing about it, Les Miles offered him one first. He gets in 8th grade.
I didn't even know that. Did you use that in today's paper? Yeah.
Did the child turn it down?
Yeah, I don't know. He can't sign anything.
Well, that's a huge honor. The biggest problem he'll have is keeping his head on straight.
Oh, John, bad news. Auburn basketball got beat last night.
Oh, no,
Alabama beat them.
I'm shocked.
Revenge from
I'm
last
shocked.
time.
We've had such an awesome year.
Tennessee beat Florida last night, but, you know, nobody in the SEC has just really come out with any.
Tennessee beat Florida, okay. Well, how about that?
Nothing new with any of that. Of course, the big subject in the Huntsville Times this morning is they want to name a state bread, Roy, for the state of Alabama.
A state
it says
bread?
Here, it's in Huntsville Times. Yeah, biscuits or cornbread.
Oh, okay.
He said, what do you have it now? What will you make for supper on Sunday? The debate, it's made its way to Montgomery. What should we have? Cat head biscuits? Cat head biscuits or cornbread?
I don't need either.
The cornbread is the bedrock of any hearty Alabama meal and is unique. You can crumble it up, a piece of leftover cornbread and a glass of buttermilk now.
That's right.
I can't eat that buttermilk. I'll tell you that.
I love it.
The best meal I like with cornbread, pinto beans, cornbread, and a glass of milk mixed together. You ever had that?
With a sliced onion.
No, I can't do that onion deal.
Oh, yeah. That onion.
It makes that onion affects me the rest of the day. But if you ever eaten cornbread, I mean, watch what I do here. I don't become a Harold Whale.
There you go. That's right. There you go. That's right. It's a
Johnny
state.
Lee, anything else about Cross Point we need to know?
No, but I tell you what, just thank y'all for being there, and folks, if you're looking for a church home, come see us. We always glad to have you. Appreciate it.
I've noticed the people that were in my seat haven't been there the last couple of weeks after I put tacks and bubble gum in that seat.
There you go.
There the other day.
Drove them away. Drove them away.
Roy, good to see you again, buddy.
Always good.
We're working on something big. Well, Roy, we'll let y'all know what it's going to be here before long. As soon as he tells me, we'll go. Hey, Don't Get Chili Challenge comes up this Friday at 7 o'clock right here on ZTV 11 exclusive. You'll see it about 15 times. Sponsored by Dixie Auto, Arctic Chill, Frozen Yogurt, Opening Spring Break, AAA Realty. And don't forget to go by Dixie Auto Parts to get that Shindawa. That's right, Shindawa product, discounted fleet pricing down there. Go by there. Yard work made easy.
That ends March 9th, so hurry up, take advantage of that.
Shindawa.
Very
Shindawa.
good.
I had no
Shindawa.
idea. That's right.
We'll see y'all bright and early tomorrow. Bama Zach will be with us. Jawjacker, Shut Up, the rest of the bunch on a Thursday. And Danny, Beep Beep Roadrunner Johnson will have a piece tomorrow on rabbit hunting. We'll see y'all. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Local and love